If you feel like you are starting a new life, welcome to Neptune being in Aries. I literally, honestly have decided I'm not crashing out. I'm having a normal response to the things that are happening around me, right? Neptune has entered Aries for the first time since the 1800s, okay? Which everyone's hyping up, but I feel like let's not get too ahead of ourselves. I feel like this is like a long transit. We're gonna have Neptune in Aries until like 2039, so I feel like it's gonna be more so of a thing like that's like hindsight's 2020 type of vibe. I would just say that this is more so being felt now because we're obviously in the midst of Aries season and Venus is retrograde in Aries with Mercury retrograde in Aries, but we also did just have Venus re-enter Pisces this past week. So we are now existing in this weird limerence between this Pisces energy, right, and the Aries energy. So we are kind of in this vibe of like, I feel like I was just born yesterday. Like I literally feel like I was just born yesterday. Like people are asking me, like they don't ask me like where I see myself in 5 years. I don't know where I see myself at the end of this year, right? There's this energy happening now that feels like with this vibe, it's kind of like we're going to have Saturn enter Aries and come May, right? At the end of May, we're going to have Saturn enter Aries. Until then, honestly, use this Aries season, use these retrogrades, use this Neptunian influence, okay, to really tap into like the dreams and the delusions. Like, I want you to get as delusional as possible, honey. And I want you to be cleansing the fuck from this eclipse season. If you're not cleansing, then what are you doing? Because those eclipse seasons made me feel ran through. Okay. I need to cleanse, like truly. I feel like eclipses coming out now that eclipse season is over. I feel like it does feel like we're coming out on the other side feeling just like really fatigued, really exhausted, and very lethargic. Like I'm feeling very sluggish. I have headaches and my dreams are disturbing, to say the least. Like I am honestly just tapping into the vibe that like, you know what, a woman's intuition is gonna be my chat GBT, right? Like I'm going to my woman's intuition like it is AI, you know what I mean? Like that's how serious this is for me. I am 100% just going off of right now what feels good. Saturn is not in Aries yet until May. So let's enjoy this, especially the cardinal signs, okay? And I'm not saying, don't be afraid, darling. We're going to have Jupiter enter Cancer June 9th, and this will kind of add a little bit of warmth and comfort. It's just kind of like, you know, when your dad is like mad about something, but then your mom's like, it's okay, sweetie. Like that's what Jupiter in Cancer is going to be doing for us, okay? Because Saturn in Aries is like, okay, you have shit that needs to be addressed. Like let's make sure that these dreams that you have are realistic. Like can you actually apply this? Because knowledge is not power, applied knowledge is power. Okay, so that's what Saturn in Aries is going to be doing. Capiche? Are we on the same page? The vibe of this week is very much like the wheel of fortune is always turning. And, girl, we literally have Mercury retrograde in Pisces with Saturn in Pisces with Venus retrograde in Pisces. And then we're obviously dealing with Neptune freshly in Aries, the sun's in Aries. There's this vibe of like unsolved mysteries happening right now. And we're not going to solve them anytime soon. So don't sweat it. With this shift in energy, it's like we're dealing with this like, you know, letting go of the manifesting and you know, all of that and the envisioning and we're moving towards instinct and making decisive action. If you're not coming out of this Aries season knowing what the fuck you want and locking the fuck in, then you have not been paying attention, my love. Okay? So what this energy is going to do, pay attention as we move into April. Have you realized what the fuck you want? What the fuck do you want? And how the fuck are you going to get it? We all want something right now. We all have an urge. We all have something right now that is calling towards us. and it is our duty to reach back at it, right? Life is reaching at you, and it's a sin not to reach back. Remember that no amount of speed can force an outcome. If it is not your time, it ain't your time, right? That is the weather. Do with that what you will.